Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new video and legal breaking analysis reporting and breaking news update. Trump's corrupt DOJ lawyers have filed a new briefing regarding Donald Trump's and his illegal administration's unconstitutional, illegal efforts and action to deport Abrego Garcia. What all does that reporting detail? Well, let's first break it down on what happened and how we got here. Firstly, Donald Trump and his administration argued in court because they wrongfully, illegally deported Kilmer, despite legal protection status regarding a 2019 court order that an immigration judge had put in place to protect him from being removed from the United States because he fled El Salvador, his home country, because of gang violence. Let's take a look at this brand new reporting by CBS and then the exploring of the court order, or the new court filing by DOJ, or by Donald Trump's DOJ, his corrupt DOJ, if that, will be in a brand new, in a new video, another video. Let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, the article, like I said, is by CBS News. The article is titled, Trump Administration Argues Judge Can't order the return of man mistakenly deported to El Salvador. And ladies and gentlemen, the article reads, a federal judge did not have the authority to order the Trump administration to broker the return of a Maryland man who was mistakenly deported from the U.S. to a notorious El Salvador prison, government attorneys argued Saturday as they urged an appeals court to suspend the ruling. U.S. District Judge Paula Zenas on Friday ordered the administration to facilitate and effectuate Abrego Garcia's return to the U.S. by late Monday night.
Justice Department lawyers asked the Fourth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals to immediately pause the judge's order.
Ladies and gentlemen, just so you're aware, the immigration judge, Paula Zenas, has ordered the return by tomorrow evening, just a stroke, before midnight at 11:59 p.m. tomorrow evening. Continuing with the article.
A judicial order that forces the executive the executive to exchange with a foreign power in a certain way, let alone compel a certain action by a foreign sovereign, is constitutionally intolerable, they wrote.
Ladies and gentlemen, they being the Justice Department of Donald Trump's corrupt DOJ officials. Continuing with the article.
The appeals court asked Abrego Garcia's lawyers to respond to the government's filing by Sunday afternoon. Abrego Garcia, a 29-year-old Salvadorian national, was arrested in Maryland and deported last month, despite an immigration judge's 2019 ruling that shielded him from deportation to El Salvador, where he faced likely prosecution by local gangs. His mistaken deportation, described by the White House as an administrative error, has outraged many and raised concerns about expelling non-citizens who were granted permission to be in the U.S. Dozens of supporters gathered at the Greenbelt, Maryland federal courthouse for Friday's hearing. A cheer erupted in the courtroom when Zenas ruled in favor of Abrego Garcia, whose wife, a U.S. citizen, was in attendance. Zenas, who was nominated by President Barack Obama, said there was no legal basis for Abrego Garcia's detention and no legal jurisdiction for his removal to El Salvador, where he has been held in a prison that observers say is rife with human rights abuses. During Friday's hearing, Justice Department Attorney Erez Ruvini conceded to Zenas that Abrego Garcia should not have been removed from the U.S. or sent to El Salvador. Ruvini could not tell the judge upon what authority he was arrested in Maryland. Quote, I'm also frustrated that I have no answers for you for a lot of these questions, unquote, he said. Ravini's name was not on Saturday's court filing. A department spokesperson confirmed that he was placed on leave. At my direction, every Department of Justice attorney is required to zealously advocate on behalf of the United States. Any attorney who fails to abide by this direction will face consequences, Attorney General Pambondi said in his statement.
Who cares what the hell you say, Pambondi? Nobody likes you and nobody loves you. You're a disgrace to America.
Abrego Garcia's attorney, Simon Sandoval Moschenberg, said the government has done nothing to get his client back, and even after admitting its errors. Which, ladies and gentlemen, if you ask me, is completely and utterly BS of this Justice Department to do. They can easily get a deportation plane scheduled immediately tonight to go to El Salvador and pick up Kilmer Abrego Garcia. But no, they're lazy and they're corrupt. Continuing with the article. Quote, plenty of tweets, plenty of White House press conferences, but no actual steps taken with the government of El Salvador to make it right, close, unquote. He told the judge on Friday. The White House has cast Abrego Garcia as an MS-13 gang member and doubled down on that claim after Friday's hearing. Abrego Garcia's attorneys have countered that there is no evidence he was in MS-13. Abrego Garcia had a permit from DHS to legally work in the U.S. His attorney said he served as a sheet metal apprentice and was pursuing his journeyman license. Abrego Garcia fled El Salvador around 2011 because he and his family were facing threats by local gangs. In 2019, a U.S. immigration judge granted him protection from deportation to El Salvador. Government lawyers say they have no control over Abrego Garcia. and no authority to arrange for his return, quote, any more than they would have the power to follow a court order commanding them to effectuate the excuse me, end of the of the war in Ukraine, or a return of the hostages from Gaza. Quote, it is an injunction to force a foreign sovereign to send back a foreign terrorist within 3 days' time. That is no way to run a government. And it has has no basis in American law, unquote, they wrote.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's legal breaking reporting analysis video and legal breaking reporting news video. If you did enjoy this legal breaking news video and legal breaking analysis video, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. If you want to make sure that you never miss a brand new legal breaking reporting analysis video, please consider hitting the bell icon that is right next to the subscribe button below on the right hand side below the screen here. Another way you guys can make sure that you never miss a brand new legal breaking reporting is by following me on my social medias that I'll have linked down below in the video description. I am on Instagram, Snapchat, Threads, as well as TikTok. There you guys can be updated instantly on when I posted a brand new legal breaking analysis reporting video to the channel. You can also do so by hitting the bell icon, like I said, and clicking the all notifications options instead of the personalized notifications options. That way you're notified of every single breaking legal analysis reporting video, as opposed to the personalized icon where you're notified of some of my legal breaking analysis reporting videos. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, please help me reach and achieve the channel goal of 150 plus subscribers. The reason why I'm saying 150 plus subscribers, ladies and gentlemen, is because right after we reach and achieve the goal, the subscriber goal, that is, of 150 subscribers, we have more subscribers to reach and achieve right after we achieve and reach the goal of 150 subscribers. Until my next legal breaking reporting, ladies and gentlemen, please stay positive, please stay safe, and know that justice will prevail on the correct side of the law. Despite Donald Trump and his illegal administration's illegal, unconstitutional behavior and illegal, unconstitutional executive orders,